Hey everyone, welcome back to our 2 o'clock live. We come to you live every day, Monday through Friday, but Monday through Thursday, we're here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4, and then on Fridays, 8 and 10, 8 and 10. So we are here for you. Hey Candy, good to see you. I'm going to put those times right below so you have them and you can jump on anytime. You can watch the reruns, whatever fits into your schedule. But coming here live and doing it live, you're able to ask questions about product, about airbrushing, about whatever you need to when we go over how to airbrush and all the different products. So let's go over, which we always do, our starter kit, or as what I like to call them, our practice kit. These are, well, this one pictured right here is our Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. Now, they all come with makeup. So you're going to get 2 bottles of foundation, and they're similar in color. But that's for 2 different reasons. One, practice. Use this as your practice kit. So, get airbrushing. Remember, the more you have the stylus in your hand, the more you're going to learn. So get in there and use it. Even if you mess up, it's okay. It's makeup and you'll still be learning. But then you can also color match 365 days a year. And then we also give you a bottle of Love and a bottle of Blush. Now, our blush is super high pigmented, so it does bloom. And then Love gives you a nice kind of lit from within luminosity. It's not necessarily a shine, but it's just a luminosity that just gives you that young, youthful glow. Now, when you get your kit, we want you to do the following right here is one, get it out, get going with it. And so when you get it out of the box, plug it in, there's air, and turn it on. There's air that comes out. And so doing this around your face, moving that stylus, keeping it 4 finger widths away, that's practicing. And so it kind of feels like a spa day, just feeling that air. And so that's practicing. And then you can start putting water in here and start pulling back on the trigger. And that's going to show you how light you want to pull back on the sugar, because this isn't traditional makeup. You're putting this on super, super light. All right, so let's get going. So in the the 12, I did some moisturizer. I sprayed the porcelain on because I felt like my face was a little dry. So I actually did the porcelain as well. And then I want to do a little bit of our, get this guy out, our regular concealers. These are our traditional concealers, and I'm just going to put a couple of dots right there. And remember, when I'm doing the eyes, I always tell you that that first spot that you hit is where most of the makeup's going to go. The same thing with the concealers. That first spot is where the majority of the concealer will go. So if you notice, I started on the outside and worked my way in. That way I don't have a lot of the makeup on the inside, and it blends a little bit easier. Also, when I go in to blend this, I just blend, tap, 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 and just move it around. This under eye area is very delicate, and we want to be careful with this area, making sure that you're not pulling, tugging, rubbing, all of that. And so I'm very lightly just tapping this out. I'm gonna tap it on my nose and just blending this. And the tapping is going to blend all that together, or blend the dots away. All right, I'm digging that. Okay, so I do also like to go in and set it because it is a concealer, because it is a traditional concealer. I want to go in and set it with just a little bit of powder. So I'm taking a little fluffy brush, getting it into my sheer compact, and then I'm just going to blend just to set that, making sure, I'm not doing a lot. A little bit goes a long way. but I just want to set that. Now, I want to talk about contouring. I'm not, we already did the eyes, so I'm not going to do eyes, but I want to talk about contouring because, again, we have so many different options. You can contour with our Cut 1 palette, with our bronzers, our compact bronzers. You can contour with our bronze or with a matte bronzer. So we do have a lot of different ways to contour. However, I do like using the matte bronzer. And so I'm going to shake this up. And, we always talk about the order of things and when to do what and blah, 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 blah. And I have to tell you, even with, I'm going to do a little bit of powdering too. Even with the Cut 1 palette, and because of how airbrush makeup goes on, you actually can contour first and then contour with the Cut 1 palette and then airbrush over that, because airbrush does not cover every inch of the face. So you are able to do that. And so just depending on how you like to apply it and what you do, you might want to try it different ways so you can see what works best for you. All right. So now I'm going to take my the matte bronzer. I put a few drops starting, let me move my hair back, starting towards the middle of my ear, or if you did a fishy face, right around there. I start my movement and then lightly pull back on my trigger. And I can feel it, but it's not to the intensity that I want it. Ooh, I stopped moving and got a little hot spot there. But I'm going back. Remember that is giving you the intensity, the colors, the coverage is all about passes. So you can go back and make as many passes as you want to get it to where you want it. But because we are doing this first, we are able to maybe do it a little bit more than what we normally would do, because the foundation is going to blend all of that, blend it all to a softer look. So right now it might look a little crazy or a little harsh because all I have on is the concealer and the contouring. So when I do the foundation, you'll see everything blend in together. So I'm going in, making my passes, and then we'll stop right there. So now I will go in and I'm just going to rinse this out a little bit. And now I'll go in and do the Silk 4-in-1. Candy, I know that's your favorite one too. I'm going to shake it up. And then putting my drops in here. And now I start one area, and there's no secret on what area. Just start with one area and make a complete pass all on the face. Now notice that I'm not hurrying, I'm not racing, I'm sticking right there. Oh, Candy, I'm not on Facebook until 4, babe. It's the 4 o'clock that we're on Facebook. Where are you going now to look at it? All right, so making my pass, making sure, to get that complete pass. Okay, so that's one pass. Now I can look in the mirror, see what areas I need to concentrate or cover more or blend out more. And I think we're good. All right. So got my coverage. I'm contoured first, and I contoured again with the matte bronzer to give me that, to do it first, to give me the contour that I need, but then soften it up with doing the foundation. All right. Now I'm going to take the Charming, of course, and add some blush. Add a little bit more to this side. Now it's really going to tie in to my eyes since I do have Charming on my lid as well. Again, so many different uses for our airbrush and for what we do and for color cosmetics and airbrush, where you can do them together. It's not one or the other. I mean, obviously I did matte bronzer, foundation, all airbrush, and then I did traditional concealer, traditional blush to get the perfect look that I want right now. And then you could do your eyes at this point, but my eyes are already done. And then I'm going to go in with, I'm going to stick with that bold lip, but I'm going to use one of our Vinyl Slick liquid lipsticks that I love. And this is Flamingo. Rubbing those together. I mean, can you see how pigmented that is? A little bit goes a long way. You don't need to do a lot. It feels so creamy on the lips. Getting that line. And you can definitely use our lip liners, but these are very pigmented. I find that sometimes using the lip liners gives it a little more of a staying power. But look how shiny those are. Love them. Rubbing that in to make sure my line is perfected. And nothing on my teeth. So there you go. All right, there you go. How easy is that? Oh, wait, tell me more about the coverage with silk. The Silk 4-in-1 is Candy is going to give you light, medium, and full coverage. You know, I use it with the CC concealer, and so it starts me kind of in a medium coverage because I already did the CC concealer. But the times that I don't use the CC concealer and I start with my Silk 4-in-1, it'll give me more of a light to medium coverage, but I can get it all the way up to full coverage. You just make more passes. So it depends on what you use prior. But the Silk 4-in-1 is what I love, and it's what I use to get full coverage. I do use Mystic sometimes as well, but that's going to get you straight to medium to full coverage. But I love the Silk 4-in-1. It's one of my faves. I love it. I love it, love it. All right. I hope that answers your question, Candy. Hey, we'll be back. We'll be back at 4 o'clock for our last one. And yes, we will be on YouTube and on Facebook. So make sure you jump on either one to see what we're going to do next. I might tweak my eyes a little bit. Maybe add a different bold lip. I don't know. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.